People often ask the question, is the American dream dead? I believe the moment we stop dreaming, we might as well be. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, the creator of American Dream TV, a national TV show centered around real estate, lifestyle, and culture. A real show showing you real neighborhoods from real professionals. Today, we're going to take you all across the country, showing you why we live in the greatest country on the planet. Let's get this show started right now. Welcome to the American Dream.
The American Dream.
You're watching The American Dream.
The American Dream.
Showing you the real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
Let's get this party started right now.
Let's go do this.
It is heating up once again.
We're the Davids going up against the Goliath. Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts.
The staple of the neighborhood. Can't wait to present it to you.
It's all about lifestyle.
In your community.
That's what this show, The American Dream, is all about. Cheers to your American Dream.
Welcome back to another episode of American Dream TV. I'm Michelle Snyder, your host today, and we are actually at the Indianapolis Children's Museum. They are celebrating 100 years of being in operation. It's an exciting time for them, and I'm excited to actually go inside, meet Monica Ramsey, the Vice President of Experience Development and Family Learning. She's going to show us some of the exhibits inside, and actually later on we're going to try to get to take a ride on the actual main exhibit that they brought in, which is the Ferris wheel. Thank you so much for having us today. Yeah. So what an exciting time for the museum, celebrating 100 years in operation. That's awesome. So I understand there's an exhibit that's inside the museum that we're going to actually go see, and it's called the 100-year. Can you say a little bit about it?
Yeah, it is Memories, Wonders, and Dreams, and it is our centennial exhibit that celebrates objects from our collection in a way that looks at the history of the museum. So we have several places around the building where these exhibits, these objects are on display. Okay. So excited to have you come take a look.
Well, thank you again, Monica, for having us today. And obviously, we're standing inside one of the exhibits that the museum has put together for this 100-year celebration. What are some of the fan favorites that you say people come back year after year, they want to see all the time? Because I know we're going to be able to see some of those exhibits, but can you tell us a little bit about some of those exhibits now?
Yeah, well, with 500,000 square feet, there are many, but I'll say a few. We've got our Riley Sports Legend Experience. It's a mouthful. Our Sports Legend Experience is amazing. Dinosphere, Power of Children, and one of my favorites, Take Me There. Peru is the current country we're featuring, but it is a 20-year legacy of a series of exhibits that travel around the world.
Now, there's also a carousel that I understand that's on the 4th floor here, and it is 100 years old too. So that has actually been around for a long time. And people who come here obviously can have an opportunity to ride that as well.
Yes, absolutely. The carousel is over 100 years old. We brought it to the museum in the late 70s when we built the original footprint that we're in right now. And millions of people have ridden it, and it is a treasure. It is a historic landmark. We care for it. We have a great commitment to maintaining it and for generations to come. And so it is such a fan favorite to be able to come back and ride and have that moment and that photo up. There are many, but that is definitely one of them.
So looking forward for the museum, obviously you guys have a lot of future ahead of you, and you want to make sure that you're focusing on the future generations too of what's
Absolutely.
to come. So what does that look like with your team meetings, things that are going on, things that are planning, that's happening in the works?
Well, this centennial celebration really for us it's great to look back and honor the legacy that has got us to this point. But it is most important to us to look to that second century. We constantly are learning, and that is really important to us to embody the lifelong learning that we want our visitors to have. How do we position the museum as a place for kids and families to come and see the potential that they have in the world? How kids can see their potential and how adults can help kids with achieving that.
Well, we are Yes, on the wheel. So I'm glad we got to go on the Ferris wheel because it was raining earlier, and so they got it started up again. So you were saying that this is like 100 feet up in the air. So that ties in with the 100-year celebration.
Yeah, we knew that when we were planning this celebration, we wanted to do some big iconic stuff. And we were like, what would be really cool is to have this Ferris wheel, right? And so this one is, like you said, over 100 feet tall. We are able to see the whole campus of the museum, all 7.5 acres of our sports experience, and the 500,000 square feet that we've got on this campus, and we can see our beautiful city skyline, and folks can look all the way around 360 and see the neighborhood surrounding the museum, and just enjoy this time together. It's a great memory to make.
That's awesome. Well, thank you again for having us on the Ferris wheel. Yes. I appreciate you having us today at the museum and going through everything with the celebration. And that's another episode of American Dream. I'm Michelle Snyder, your host.
All aboard the Nickel Plate Express, located here in Forest Park in Noblesville. This authentic attraction provides a charming experience for everyone. If you're a train lover, if you're a history buff, if you just want to have unique, authentic fun, this is a must-stop destination. From scenic landscapes to relaxing rides on vintage cars and rail bikes, to themed excursions, to onboard food and entertainment, the Nickel Plate Express creates lasting memories for anyone who rides these rails. This is Andy Liechty, your host of American Dream TV, selling Indianapolis. Let's grab a ticket and hop on board. We're speaking with Aaron Smith, city councilman for Noblesville, right? Yep. And you've been an instrumental figure in really kind of bringing the Nickel Plate Express to life, right?
One of many.
One of many.
Yes.
One of many.
Yes.
Okay. But tell me your role, and just tell me kind of how this is how you guys have really kind of just refurbished this and brought this back to life.
Yeah. No, it's been a true partnership with Visit Hamilton County, the city of Noblesville, and then the folks here at the train as well. Together over the last 5-10 years, we've really taken this from an asset that needed a lot of work to now something that is driving economic development, tourism, and just fun in Forest Park. There's so many ways that they have taken this to the next level. So not only is it an asset here in the park, there's a playground right out there that's train themed. When my 7-year-old was a little boy, he loved the train park.
Of course.
But the rails actually go right to downtown too. So if you go out on the rail bikes, you can actually take that right into downtown. And so then there's people that are experiencing the park, but then also experiencing downtown, and they go up and experience northern Hamilton County as well. So there are lots of ways that this has now become a tie to the community.
Sure. Well, Aaron, thank you so much for your role and the city's role and just bringing this wonderful community asset back to life. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. It's so great to see so many people that are loving it, that live here in Noblesville, but then also from all around the Midwest.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Aaron, thank you so much.
Thanks, Andy.
Yep. Hey, Emily, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you today?
We're doing great. Thanks so much for having us out here.
Thanks for being here.
And you are the train queen, right? So
Absolutely.
So, but also known as the executive director at the Nickel Plate Heritage Railroad. Talk to me just about how all this came to be, because I remember when it was nothing like this just a few years ago. So talk to me about that.
Absolutely. So I've been here for 3 years now as executive director. The organization started back in 2018 when the Port Authority was looking for a new person to run on the rail line.
Okay.
We were born out of an Arcadia depot just north of here. It's a historic depot that's original to the Nickel Plate line. We operated out of Atlanta for the first year, and then the city of Noblesville let us come back down here, renovated the depot for us in 2022, where we are just so happy to live out of. It is a beautiful place to be.
What's been some of the things that have really spoke to you in terms of the changes and developments that have been most meaningful to you?
Well, when I started, we were bringing in about 15,000 passengers a year 3 years ago. Last year, we hit 32,000 passengers.
That's awesome.
So we've more than doubled our revenue and our passengers within 3 years. But a lot of that was our rail bikes last year.
Yes, talk to me about that.
Yeah, they've been amazing. We had 7,000 passengers last year. We've already hit that this year. We purchased 4 more bikes, so we're running about 42 people a ride right now. On a busy Saturday, we're running 5 rides a day, and they're all sold out with wait lists.
What I really love about it too is like you really get to experience and feel kind of the history of Noblesville and the impact of the train and the rails really had on the community, and bringing that back to life. We're super grateful for it.
We're thankful for you.
Thank you so much. Yep. Hey, Alicia, how you doing?
Hi, good. Good to meet you.
Happy to be here. So we're speaking with Alicia Finlay, who is the director of events here at the Nickel Plate Heritage Railroad. I don't think people realize just the very clever and creative things that you guys are doing here in terms of the events. There's so many cool things you guys are doing. Talk to me about that a little bit.
Yes. We're constantly trying to come up with new concepts. We want fresh ideas, so people that ride previous will want to come back and do something new.
Sure.
So this fall we're doing extra murder mystery. We're doing Terror in Transylvania. So we've never done a Halloween themed murder mystery. The murder mysteries are usually 21 and older.
Okay.
So we have Terror in Transylvania. We have Ho Ho Homicide for Christmas, and we're doing an Ugly Sweater.
Okay.
So those are one of our more popular rides that we do.
Okay.
People can pick characters and they get to be a part of the event. They aren't
Awesome.
just in the ride, they're a part of it.
Sure.
We'll have food available, and then the 21 and older at night, we have High West Whiskey coming and doing tastings as well. So every ride, we're coming up with new ideas and new concepts. So like with the rail bikes, for instance, we're going to hopefully do, and we're still in the midst of it, a pedal and paint, so you can get on the rail bike, and you're gonna pedal downtown Noblesville, maybe get a Dora drink, and carry it over to the pottery place, and you can pedal down there and paint your pottery piece and get it fired and pick it up later.
That's awesome. I don't know that I've been around a lot of places that really combine sort of the history and the entertainment the way that you guys are doing. So you're doing a great job as the director of events here, and we just really appreciate your time today. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie, this was a blast. If you love the thought of learning and preserving history in a unique and creative way, you definitely need to check out the Nickel Plate Express here at Forest Park. For ADTV, this is your host, Andy Leakty. Join us on our next episode.
Hi, I'm Jenny Lau. I'm the host of the American Dream Show TV. And today, I'm here with Tony.
We're at the Indianapolis Zoo, one of the premier destinations of Indianapolis, and we're going to show you what it's all about. Come on, let's go.
Hi, I'm here with Deanne, and we're going to be talking about the tortoise.
So these guys are Aldabra tortoises. These guys are native to the Seychelles, which is a little bit east off the coast of Africa. And these guys are one of the largest species of tortoises on Earth, which is really cool. So we're very happy to have such an awesome group of animals here at the zoo. We have a total of 5. These 2 are just our most social of the group. We have Maud back there, who's a very new individual. So she is about 17 years old, whereas these 2 that are up closest to us, or I guess Lynn's on her way out, but AJ here is about 92 years old is our estimate.
99 years old. You can tell me why they live so long.
Species that end up on islands can end up living a lot longer. They can get much bigger, they can get much smaller. It's a fun little quirk of biology where the island populations can differ from the sort of mainland populations, and so that's one of the quirks of these guys. They happen to get very large, which is what we call island gigantism.
Why they are so important for our world?
So they work as amazing ambassadors, not just for their species, but also for species around the world, and even here in Indiana. So we have our own little turtles and tortoises as well, and so in Indiana we have box turtles that are a little different from these guys. They're in different families, but they are certainly still part of all the turtles and tortoises group.
How do you make the difference between the male and female?
The males certainly have what we say a concave plastron, which is to say that their belly kind of goes in a little bit. That actually kind of helps the males.
And this is male?
Oh yes, so
this
the males,
is a male.
Males are much bigger as well. So males can weigh around 500 pounds, and AJ is no exception to that. He's right around there as well. Females tend to be around 300-ish, is a very, very large female. These guys, they reach sexual maturity at around like 25, around the time where they're about halfway grown. And then after that, they can continue laying eggs well over 90 years old.
Dan, can you tell me a little bit about the conservation program that you have here in Indianapolis Zoo?
So these animals are listed as vulnerable. Having these guys in our care is an important thing so that we sort of can educate people about the things that we can do for these tortoises, both in Indianapolis and around the world. And so the support that goes to the Indy Zoo definitely helps manage these guys. These guys are very energy conscious. They do spend quite a bit of their day sleeping. They do spend a lot of their time sort of just digesting. They'll go around, they'll graze their food. This exhibit is a temporary exhibit, so they're going to be getting an awesome new building over next to our Deserts Dome. And so even though this is a nice space for them, we are going to have an even better space for them here soon.
Thank you so much, Deanne, for all your time, for help us to understand how important they are in our life and in the world.
You're very welcome.
We are with Jennifer from the Conservation Club. Talk to me about a little bit about that.
Sure. So at the Indianapolis Zoo, we have our Conservation Club, which is our mid-level giving donors. So it's Keeper Circle, Curator Circle, and Director Circle. And we invited them here tonight to come out and enjoy a night of jazz and some food and wine and just experience the zoo in a new atmosphere.
Hello again, I'm with David.
I'm the Public Relations Director here at the Indianapolis Zoo, and I'm relatively new to the zoo. I've only been here a couple months and thrilled to be a part of the things that are taking place here and the wonderful mission we have to protect animals and protect nature. We have the second of our jazz series, Animals and All That Jazz, every Thursday night from 5:30 to 8:30, goes through July 31st. And again, this is just an opportunity for us to give a little something different to our guests and members.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching and see you in the next episode of American Dream.
Hello and welcome to this edition of American Dream TV Selling Indianapolis and our Lake Life series. I'm here with my good friend Adam, who's going to be our captain today as we travel throughout the Heritage Lake area, including stopping at Psalms Haven for a wonderful lunch and touring a lakefront property. Come along, check it out. So Heritage Lake is quite a large community. We've got 5 different neighborhoods that encompass the entirety of Heritage Lake. Many on-water properties. We have 316 acres of water, if I'm remembering correctly, along with the amenities areas that we'll pass by with the pools and the splash pad. I've always been intrigued with this neighborhood because not only do you have, lakefront properties, but you have off lakefront properties too that gives you full access to all the amenities on Heritage Lake. And there's quite a bit of community events that go on throughout the year too, right?
That lawn that we'll look at later is covered in golf carts, side-by-sides, and then the waterfront is covered in boats. So everybody just kind of comes and hangs out and listens to some good music.
Just finished an amazing meal at Psalms Haven, this waterfront restaurant right here on Heritage Lake. The house we're going to tour next is literally around the bank, if you will, from Psalms Tavern. So if you're interested in lakefront living with easy access to an amazing waterfront restaurant, this house might be the one for you. Okay, well, we're here at 260 Mill Springs in the Heritage Lake neighborhood.
Yes.
And Heather, you've lived in this neighborhood for a while, right?
I have, 17 years.
17 years. Now, how long have you been a realtor?
12 of those years.
12 of those years,
yes.
awesome.
This is a beautiful waterfront home, 2 stories, tons of updates. The kitchen is absolutely stunning, and the dock
is just party central. Lots of possibilities here.
Great.
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right, well, let's check out this.
All right, let's go.
Home.
Let's check her out. So welcome to this awesome kitchen. My sellers redid this kitchen about 1.5 years ago, completely reimagined. We've got a beautiful 12-foot quartz island here, and there's storage at the end of it. They really thought this through.
So what an amazing living room. I love the double height ceilings. Yeah. They did a great job updating the fireplace.
It's a nice, open, airy, light feel.
I have to say that I love a main level primary suite.
Yes.
Like, it has been amazing.
They've also got an amazing spa-like primary bath.
Okay, this is awesome. Like, I love checking out bathrooms because my wife and I are planning on redoing ours, and this has an amazing freestanding tub. We got a great shower. It's got some great storage built in there. So the main level of the house is phenomenal, but what's going on up these stairs?
Well, upstairs you have 2 additional bedrooms. You've got a full bath, some extra storage, and a really nice extra bonus room.
You've been out here for 17 years.
I have.
Give us some more insight into what the next buyer might want to know that isn't maybe apparent, from just the MLS listing.
Oh, absolutely. So I always tell people living out here is not just a home, it's a lifestyle.
Awesome.
So if you're looking to be more laid back, I think this is a wonderful place for you.
Yes.
Everybody knows each other. We've got a ton of different activities throughout the year. So everybody feels super connected as a community.
I love that, and that just helps, the more you see people's faces, the more community-minded it is and it feels, and I love that sort of thing. I actually have a little history with this house. I met my wife in this personal professional development class, and one of the former owners of this house was in that group with us, and they had a big Memorial Day party out here. Then this girl I knew as Jennifer and myself and said, hey, why aren't you and Jennifer dating? Or why aren't you and Nathan dating? And sitting about right where that fire pit is over there, we sat, and the rest is history.
I love it.
So I just thought that was a fun little story to end up our visit here at this beautiful home.
I'm glad you guys could come.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And thanks for joining us on another episode of Selling Indianapolis, Lake Lifestyle Edition.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the American Dream TV. We created this show to combat negative media, to show that the American Dream is alive and well by showing you real stories in real neighborhoods. Thank you so much for watching the show, and cheers to your American Dream.